Greetings, Sir and Sirettes, and welcome back to Robocraft with me, Lathrix, and of course, welcome back to the Parasite, now with a lot more shields, and the Netherlands flag. In today's episode, we are going to be testing out this type of robot with a lot of shields, and we're also going to be testing out a support robot in the form of Sting using nano weapons. Now, I have actually tested both of these out earlier today, a fair bit earlier today in fact, at around about 5 AM, but I decided that recording really wasn't good enough. I got a little bit aggressive against some enemies, and honestly I was a little bit derpy with my ideas and didn't really articulate anything correct. So if there's been a little bit of a jump in terms of my progress, my levels, and my items, that's exactly why. The only thing of note I managed to get was a ski, which I've added to Sting, both the original version and the newer healing version, which very unlikely to be kept the same, and other than that, yeah, it's just been the usual gubbins, lots of greens, and the odd blue, but that was actually off camera. So what I'm going to do first of all, though, is I do need to edit this robot, because for some silly reason I decided to see what rudders do to mechs. Answer, not very much, definitely not worth it. I just wanted to see exactly what that does. So with that out of the way, what we're going to do with the remaining P-flops is we're going to grab the nano binders from Sting currently, and we're going to use those on Parasite. I want to see if, as a more long-range robot, could I possibly get a little bit of healing done? It really doesn't matter if we don't get that much healing, but just a little bit, because today is all about shields and nanos, healing and shields, so let's see how we do. We're going to have two team deathmatches, rather, with this robot, then we're going to move over to the Sting healing variant and do 2 matches with that. And so here we go. So from the testing I did earlier, honestly, the shields are now so much better than they used to be, and the reason why this is that the 2 types of each shield has now been removed, and only the more powerful one exists anymore, because beforehand, back when the item squash wasn't in effect, we had the lower, weaker shields, and then we had the higher tier, the higher ranking shields, which did far more. This is the shields, and the big difference is, of course, now, I'm on a low CPU bot using very powerful shields. Now, the stats I don't believe are the exact same as they used to be, but even so, they do seem to perform way better than adding shields in low CPU like they used to. Well, managed to dodge, but sadly also lost our shot. That was definitely not the smartest thing to do. I think I'm just going to have to take that hit if I want to take off his gun. Well, we stopped him from healing at minimum. Took off his gun at least. And there's another enemy right there. Enemies everywhere. Is that something else that hit me or just him? I think it might have just been him, unless someone at the top of me, I can't really tell. Suddenly wishing I'd kept the radar and not replaced it with the flag. But come on, I got a flag, I've got to use it. It's a cosmetic from a crate. It makes me happy inside. I took off his gun, there we are. Doing a lot of CPU damage, we're getting absolutely no kills here. Oh, I really hit my weapon straight away. Is he coming towards me? If he is, that'd be fantastic. Could easily take out his gun. I feel like I'm holding up their entire team here. It's kind of awesome. Oh, he's going fast robot. Okay, let's get ready for it. Okay, never mind. It's not coming towards us in the slightest. Ow. Is that really just that plasma? Oh, come on. Just die. Thank you! Wow, how many hits did that take before finally falling? Darn it. There he comes. There he goes, there goes his weapon, fantastic. Just aiming at weapons today, that is what we're going to be doing. So, the thing with shields is I find against rails and... Really, robot, you're going to do this to me? Against rails and against lasers, it's really, really good, but against plasma, I tend to find it still lacks a little bit. I'm really of 2 minds. I'm really happy we can now use shields and them be quite effective. I was going to say slightly effective, but that would be a little bit underselling it. But at the same time, I do wish still they were a little bit more powerful, but even then, when I say that, all I can think of is robots covered in shields and being overpowered. It's such a hard thing to balance, and I really do think they're in quite a good place right now. If nothing else, they're usable, and that makes me happy, because although I'm not a big fan of shields, it means if I ever want to use them, I can, and I'm not going to be severely disadvantaged for doing so. For instance, I'm actually really happy with the Parasite with shields. And we get first place, so a lovely start to the day, already going better than the last recording. Let's have a quick look-see. Okay, got a right shield there, and a tank track Warthog. One thing I do want to touch on is shields from crates. I'm starting to hate it though, for one major reason. If we look here, we can see I have from the regular Electro Shield, not the A, B, C, D, E, and so on, just the regular, I have 3 left and no right. Each of these is the left variant. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the left, none of the right. Now I have been a little bit more lucky with the others, but this is starting to drive me insane. Okay, let's go again. Let's see if we can be victorious once more, thus getting another Protonium crate. I'm still waiting on my legendary, damn it. Whoa, enemies everywhere again. A target-rich environment. Glorious. And that oh no. Wow, Flak is a little bit harder than I remember. And I already thought it was hardy. Well, thankfully, that was almost all of his CPU, and apparently the damage from the shot going into the blocks afterwards was just enough to actually kill him. Aha, take little bits of damage. Oh. Don't quite know what happened there with my zoom. I was definitely just holding down the button. Is that a Mega Leg? I think it is. Well, there it goes. 2 kills. Excellent, I think. Yay, 2 kills. Now, I did see... I was about to say, I knew I saw someone trying to sneak around. Oh dear. Well, thank you for announcing your presence at that first shot. Spot everyone for the team before they get around. Damn it. I keep forgetting I can't fire down. Also, I'm saying damn far too much. Dang darn poop. Oh, we just took a volley of plasma from directly behind us. Hello. Well, he did sneak up on us, so credit where credit's due. He's probably going to get the kill, and he certainly deserves it, unless I can get away fast enough. Didn't actually mean to jump forward there, gotta be honest. And the worst thing is we could have very easily negated it, since we do have hover as well. Hover at the moment, but still. No, he's gonna get the kill. Come on, let's do as much damage as possible before we die. Don't give it him easily, there's no point in that. Oh, yes! Glorious! Blood for the blood god. He does not care from where the blood flows, as long as it flows. Blows? As long as the blood blows. Blood blower. That sounds like a really bad... I don't even know what it sounds like, honestly. What they called those things when you blow bubbles from those little pots kids have them, like a toy. I don't know what it's called, but that's what I kind of had in my head. So, like, these blood bubbles. That sounds so metal. Wow, apparently I'm still tired. The last recording was at 5 AM, it's now currently like 1 PM, and I'm still apparently tripping over every word I'm trying to say. I'm drunk with the blood of my enemies. Your skulls will be added to the skull throne, or your cubes to the cube throne. A well-deserved victory. I do feel sorry for that plasma though, he got so close to killing me, but because he had the plasma underneath, every time I jumped he couldn't shoot at me. That must have been so annoying. Now, what just happened was we did actually get the crate. The crate was added to our inventory, but it's a visual glitch. It simply doesn't load up. So I have no idea what I've just got. At least that's what they're currently saying on the forums. It is a visual bug and some people are getting it. Just like the fact I have like 50 crates racked up at the moment. Apparently. You may have seen it when I opened up the last crate. That's because each time you add a crate, it adds to the total, and apparently you have those banked. And sometimes you even open them out of nowhere, but you don't actually get the item, because once you've looted it, you've already looted it, and you don't get like a duplicate. Otherwise I'd have like 100 of a certain type of thruster, I think. So, another battle, this time going over to our lovely healer, the Sting, and we'll see how we do there. No use out of those nanos whatsoever. Maybe I could have made use of them, but I didn't see any situation. There's a good chance I was just blind, honestly, with that, so put those there. Can we put another one on? Oh, we can. Okay, we should be able to heal pretty quickly with this. So let's get into another match, this time using the healing sting, and see how we do. I will allow the drunkenness of blood to pass first. Well, here we go, first battle today using Sting. Now, one thing I do want to say is, like I said, I've already tested out both of these robots a little bit earlier on in a video you most likely won't see, and I came to some conclusions. The shielded version of Parasite is a good idea, this isn't. In theory, it's quite a good idea. You are very quick moving, you can get to an injured ally and heal him up very, very quickly. The biggest issue is, I just can't stay in combat for long enough to really heal in the middle of a battle. And with enemies dying so quickly, there's only a few situations where you can really do much medicing. So focusing so much on being a healer isn't really that much of a viable tactic. I'm going to get out of here, although I'm going to do a lot of damage to him in the meantime, if I actually land a couple of hits. Oh, let's heal this guy. Oh, come on, let's keep healing. Yes! Never mind, we're great. But if I was tankier, I could just stand here and do this so much better without fear of being utterly destroyed. That and the fact my plasma is actually clipping my healing weapons, which kind of sucks. There we are, his main weapon been destroyed, thankfully. He does have a rail, apparently, though. Oh, come on. Are you even firing? Fire your guns! Defend us! And this is the problem. I can't survive hits. The Scorpy, at least this hover in particular, I'm not talking about all hover healers. Hover healers are definitely a good idea. Can just not stay in a fight. It's meant for one thing and one thing alone, and that is hit and run. You hit with the rail and you run away. You're quick at moving, you can get out of combat quickly, but you can't stay in there. And with a medic, you kind of end up getting stuck in combat situations, because if someone's being hurt, there's a good chance they're under attack. That doesn't make sense. So if I make a medic, more likely it's going to be quite a heavily shielded tank, something like that. That way, it's going to be quick enough, because tanks aren't particularly slow, and at the same time, it's going to be able to be defended at least a little bit. I think he may be AFK. Kill the Stealer. No! I was singing Kill Stealer and everything. Apparently all the enemies are dead. I don't think that's true. We have a lovely desync. Okay, so let's just wait around. On the upside, it looks very cool. Now, the other problem is nano binders. Nano binders are incredibly weak. Even if you have the nominal count of 10, you're not going to heal quickly. Well, you're going to heal at an okay-ish pace. Oh, look, it's my copter! I'm being distracted now. Go you! But yeah, you're not going to heal a particularly quick rate, so really I would at least want one of the more powerful nano weapons, just to do a little bit more burst healing. Can we be victorious? But really, what I'm trying to test out now is just, can healing get you to the top of the scoreboard? Because if we look here, I've done very little damage, very little healing, but I'm third place. And the reason is, healing is actually very good for score, so even if you only get a couple of fights where you can continuously heal, I think it's worth it to have a nano weapon. To focus on nano, I'm not sure. Oh, hello. We get... Okay, I think I have the... Wait, do I have the right variant or the left variant of that already? I have... No! I have 2 left football plates and 2 left spiked plates, in addition to all the left... I'm just stuck with all the left variants of the shields I actually want to use. Let's get into another battle and see if we can get a higher score with healing. Second time, really there isn't much to say which I didn't say in the last fight. The only thing I really need to try and do is look out for long-range battles, where we have a rail fighting another rail, or a plasma fighting a plasma, and we can hide around a corner and heal our teammate, thus giving him the edge. That would definitely be the best case scenario. Now, with all that being said, I am going to go down the middle, because it doesn't seem like that's really being set up anywhere. That was a nice plasma shot, though, taking out most of his body, and we took out most of the bot. Okay, a little bit of healing done here, but we are in a really bad position, so I am going to have to move out, sadly. Would have been lovely if we could stay there a little bit longer, but no. Just stay low. Wish you didn't go over the edge, and wish you waited a little bit longer. But it seems like he's doing quite well. Now I feel really bad for abandoning him. Oh, yeah, he's going down. That's a shame. Oh, incoming from the side there. Didn't even see him coming until the last second. Flipping our teammate into the air. Maybe I should attack the one actually trying to actively kill me. That might be a better idea, honestly, if I'm going to do an aggressive attack there. And down. Yes, down, please. This bot is just not cut out for this at all. Now I feel bad for not healing again. Yeah, I'm too preoccupied by trying to dodge damage with this thing. Still got the kill there though, which is lovely. There was an enemy down here, I don't know where that's gone. Oh, there is someone capping as well. Lots going on here. Spot, 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 spot. Take that ground! And we move out. The old hit and run tactic going well. Oh, I think it may have died there. And someone's a heal to get me a little bit of score. Yeah, nano binders just not good enough in my opinion. I would love if they were, since they are a... Oh, hello! Oh, you're an enemy! You're an enemy! Oh, I am silly. Game. Give me that control of my robot, thank you. I got so lucky during that fight. There was no skill involved, just utter luck getting out of fights so quickly then. Where's the last two enemies? I don't want to go cap because it was a horrible feeling. Yep, they're camping. I knew that was going to be the case. I want to spot him though. Did I just flip him? Oh my lord, that was amazing. Okay. I'm happy with how that fight went, but we didn't really do anything healer-like. We got 4 kills and 5 assists there. Yeah. I have no idea what I got from the crate though, because once again it didn't show due to the current visual glitch, which is a massive shame. Maybe I got something really cool, maybe I got another radar jammer, I simply don't know. So, let's do one more fight. I enjoyed that. Let's do one more fight and desperately try and be a healer. And next time, what I'm going to do is, I'm almost certain now this will be the next episode, I'm going to go ahead and purchase the Nano Constructor if I can, and if I simply can't afford it, we'll purchase 1 or 2 Nano Menders. Because currently we're using the binder, and as we can see, the weapon heal rate is 5,805 per shot. The Nano Mender is 15,000, making it 3 times as powerful per shot, and that fires 2.67 per second with only a single gun. This is 4 seconds, so you do have to remember this is faster firing, but even so, once that stacks up. And then we have the Nano Constructor, which is 40,000 per hit. That's a lot of health very quickly. The single fire is only 1.78, but even so, that is absolutely amazing. I think we need this, honestly. I think I need to go more dedicated into the healing idea. We need to be tankier so we can actually be in the middle of the battle and not just get instantly destroyed. And then we need just maybe 1 or 2 light weapons to do a little bit of nibble damage if we need to. Something like a rail piercer, which we already have, perhaps a couple of hornets, something like that. And so begins the final battle of this very disjointed episode. I feel like I've lost track of what I'm really meant to be doing today. Honestly, we needed the levels regardless, so I just needed to do some battles, and I wanted to see how viable the nano binders are, and it just feels like you're healing so slowly. Having a couple of the larger ones would be so much better. But which would be better? One of the epics or loads of the blue? Well, loads. 1 or 2 of the blues. Trying to do a little bit of damage there if I can, and back to healing. Thankfully, of course, the nano binder does have the massive advantage of it costs no energy. So we can always swap back regardless if we've been attacking or not. This is perfect though. This is the type of fight I really wanted to be part of. Once again, let's see if I can just do a little bit of damage. The Devastator is of course ridiculously powerful still, so even just 1 or 2 hits can be enough to turn the tide. Of course that does actually involve hitting the target. Uh-oh, we have been flanked and... okay, good, people are now paying attention to it. Well played by him though, that is actually turning this fight against us. There he is, spotting for the team. Hopefully they'll deal with that soon. Focusing a little bit too much here. Talking is hard and all that. Well, actually playing is hard when talking, I should say, not the other way around. As I go completely silent. Oh, is that my robot? That's not my... Oi! No using Sting against me. It looks like Sting! It looks like it looks like a modified version of my robot. I'm just seeing my robot everywhere. To be fair, earlier today I did have a battle with 3 Stings on one side and then one of my mechs on the other. It was really weird. I'm not someone who's used to having their... Ow! Designs against me. Since you're doing a good job against the airborne units, I'll try and heal you up as much as possible. And a little bit for you. Okay guys, stick together as much as possible. And I have no idea where they are. That's terrifying. Any clues, guys? Okay, well, the giant red beams of death are definitely a good clue there. I was hoping to go this way, so we might be able to get one hit on him. Oh, I thought that was me then. I was going to be so amazed with that shot, but there we are. Not all that much healing, not all that much damage, but a massive lead, in fact, in terms of score. That was a lovely battle, and I feel like, although we did well there, we definitely did well. We could have done better if we could survive more, because I was being very paranoid about things attacking me. I hardly moved forward, when I definitely could have moved forward a little bit more. So once again, for the millionth time, tankier design needed. And anyway, with that, thank you so much for watching. If you have enjoyed this very disjointed episode of Robocraft, then of course, likes, favourites, shares, comments, all that good stuff helps out me, helps out the channel, and most importantly, shows that Robocraft is a series you wish to see continued in the future. In the next episode, we're going to do some tank building rather, hopefully mixing some shields in as well to get a nice looking tank that can actually take a bit of damage. Thank you again for watching. Next time, I promise I'll be able to talk better. Goodbye.